Hello, hello. Na kusha kusha na kabo kabo, wherever una day me fumble them. And today again we don't come back with another audition of What Would You Do? And me what they talk to Namina Fatimata Savage. And me fumble them I go like for send, my condolence to Israelians, them, the one that will lost them life during this protest, and also the policeman them as well. And we pray for peace in our nation, and we pray, for good things for happen in that country there instead of we fighting each other or destroying each other. So me fumble them today we don't come back with another special edition of What Would You Do? And today's topic is wetin na the cause them for teenage pregnancy. And we don't see say teenage pregnancy I think the way they affect we homes them and they affect their economy and they affect a lot of people them not only Sierra Leone but other country as large. So today we dey talk about wetin na the reason them or the things the way we think say the cause teenage pregnancy. So with no further ado, my family and me fumble them. I want for make una ride this boat together with we. When I can share this video, the line them open, and when I can also comment. So that way we'll go read when I comment them and we'll go share them with each other. So please not forget for call, not forget for send you message. And today I get me two guests with me and I'll call them for make them go introduce themselves to una. Hi, Mr. Cecil.
Yes, Fambulem, na kushe kabo Mina Mohammed Cecil again. Today I will join this conversation for talk about this great topic. And we believe say this na something we don't affect we in our society. We don't destroy so many of them, we don't destroy plenty people and features them. And we can discuss some. And we also want for get my own views them. Make una self give my own ideas so other people self will learn from me na Mohammed Cecil Kamara, we are the co-host of this particular program.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Mohammed, for joining me. And also I go introduce who guest or who gets with me. As soon as see am na the man within na the other hand side of we co-host. Yes, sir. Waiting na your name, sir?
Good evening and good afternoon, good morning from wherever you listen to me all over the world. Mina Ahmad Lady and so happy for this particular time for joining the Voice of Salone for discuss such a sensitive topic in our society.
All right. Thank you so much for joining me. And me fumble them, just like us we don't say, the topic today is would they discuss about waiting at the things them or what they will feel say, they involve, for teenage pregnancy. And I know say even if I don't know, but do you guys know that Sierra Leone has the highest percentage of teenage pregnancy in the whole world? The reason why a lot of people and they say, not because of poverty, because of other things them. So me family that one year from una waiting when I think say the cause teenage pregnancy. So I pass the baton to me co-host and me guest them so that way they then go try for talk. So waiting when I think say they cause teenage pregnancy, Mr. Cecil.
Before we hear about to the guest who gets here tonight, we I believe say we will elaborate on this particular issue here. What we want to ask now, when picking gets belly, now let's talk about the teenage pregnancy. Now when somebody picking gets belly, but we guess dinner today, if you can show you the age limit, then we will discuss on them. Now if picking gets belly, who that you go blame? Let me try for consent around the first. Now the pikin you go blame, now the parents you go blame, or now the man we get belly now you go blame. So I want to let me centralize the discussion in this particular area. And since we guessed it now today, I want to let it tell we what now the age where somebody did it, we still consider them as a teenager?
Well, actually, the teenage start from 13 to 19. But in real context now, where somebody kill 18 years, we consider as a big woman now. You understand? He will make a rational decision for himself. And in society,
He also comments
we consider say teenage pregnancy a menace to society because most of the girl picking them with spoil their career, you understand, their future. Because you will see say unless the girl picking promotes na an affluent home or home way like they get understanding or they able encourage them to think back whatever mistake you don't do. But most of we homes them because of the traditional belief and religious background, where picking can not get belly, who they consider as a picking. The best way they can do for abandon them and push them away. And where in other sense for take care of himself as a woman, you know reach that age date, they will born. You understand? Constrain the begin camp. And then constrain the camp, a level of struggle, sometimes it can even get health condition, health challenges. And the health challenges then they make sometimes the combat even die. And it can even lead to even the PQA born for let die.
Okay.
And according to statistics by the World Health Organization, about 17 million young picking them, and then they give birth to picking them every year, 17 million globally.
Okay.
That's according to the WHO statistics. And now a serious issue. And this issue, which mostly it affects na the world, na sub-Saharan Africa.
Okay.
And Sierra Leone fall in that category there. And most societies, which in study don't show say they cause teenage pregnancy na poverty, extreme poverty. Because extreme poverty, how you cause teenage pregnancy, most girls picking them, the parents and they use them for do business, for do trade. You understand? And when they use them for do trade, some man they take the chance. The chance of the man and they take. And most of the story don't show back say most of the picking away they get belly, the teenager they get belly in the street. Now then come to teenager they run boy picking and they give them the belly. And picking belly, who are going to be responsible to take care? And you just say with society, you need to encourage young picking them where you don't get belly in school for like continue for go school.
Yeah.
But boy picking they give belly in school, and allow the boy picking to go, and the girl picking sit on the house. Quite recently, we see the ECOWAS court in judgment, we say the actual government of the past government say what they do, where a minister announce say any people get belly, you know for going to school. It's totally wrong because if they against the beginning of human rights, you understand the right to education, no matter what's in condition. The right to education, one, it get for the education get for be affordable. You understand? Then it get for be accessible. Accessibility in the sense the person you know they infringe on a right to education because of his status, whether I be disabled, it be belly woman, it be any kind of condition with it, if you're able to access education. So the ECOWAS court tell the judgment, they tell the government of Sierra Leone say this decision of the government is been totally wrong.
Okay.
And the president deprived the rights and the human rights for letting
All right,
the opportunity.
Mr. Dabi, we get some message them for we'll get from some comment them from we viewers them, and I just want to say thank you to Ibrahim Story for joining we, and also thanks to Amadou as well for joining we today. And also we want to say thanks to Queen for joining me. So I will go ahead and read some of them, comment them, because I remember when Mr. Cecil asked, say, now which age will we consider as an adult? So and then Mr. Amadou, they say, wow, guys, I really appreciate you. Love this program. Thank you so much for love of program. And also Sata, they say, no, it say 18 years old. So Miss Yata, they say, where you don't reach 18 years old, you're not adult. And also we get a comment from the Queen, say, Ibrahim, sorry, what is this only on President Bio government that teenagers are getting pregnant? Question. So I think say the policy they say now this government here, so now in teenage then they get pregnant. So what do you think, say? You think say now because of the government teenager they get pregnant, or na thing where they happen worldwide?
Okay, well, before but let me answer that question, the Mr. Fan for that question. Now, you say WHO they encourage picking them for make them go school even when they get belly, right?
ECOWAS.
Also, yeah, ECOWAS, yeah. So like you not think say that they go be stigma, people and go point and upon them, and other then colleagues themselves will get into that I call it the back pregnancy. And they take as themselves, they not go stop them from go school. You don't feel say that they go encourage other people for do the same thing.
Well, actually, we you consider the right of an individual. We don't have to consider within the community or the society they look at things. You have to watch at a broader spectrum. We get criticism, we get agreements the way Salone, we don't be a member party to, we don't sign to. And we don't sign to them agreement, then they get for owner up. Owner up in the sense the beginning get the right. Even the constitution, which are the sacred documents of this country, you understand, it gives everybody rights to education. No matter your status, you understand? No matter your race, you understand? Whether you black or you white, you get right to education. Stopping them picking and they not for continuing school, you don't infringe on the right. Now that the ECOWAS and the human face, the humanitarian aspect, then they watch at. You understand? While society they watch at the stigma.
Yeah.
And if one kill the stigma, what do you get for do? Whether picking the belly, you not get belly, then for allow go school. Because if they not allow the pikin go school, then they kill the pikin with it in career, in future. You understand? Some pikin and even they not to by doing. Let's say I rape the pikin. So if they rape the pikin, we're not to by doing. You understand? Not to you know do willfully. They rape the pikin can't get belly. You know about the belly. Okay, decide say before I reach my life at the born. They dey party belly if for sit beke. You understand? They on the belly for sit beke. So because of it get belly, no for allow sit beke. If the pikin get the physically fit, he willing for continuing education, I believe say the platform for they. They forget the opportunity. They make the free quality education, where there's a free and quality education, it there for everybody. It for be accessible. You understand? Yeah. Forget about the person in physical status. You understand? What do you consider that the human being? Yeah. The human face now you always put before.
Yeah.
You understand? Yeah. If you say because this gebele, you know, for attend school, you don't infringe on your right. I will give simple example during the period of Kula.
Yeah, so the thing is we get one of we comments them from the Queen, said it said, from my own point of view, teenage pregnancy is as a result of poverty, also lack of advice from parents. Charity, they say, begins at home. So what do you think about the Queen comment? So what do you think about that day? And thank you so much, Queen. These then are the reason why make
Yeah, you can go over the
teenage
question again.
pregnancy.
The network be freeze just now. You can go over the question again, the comments
Yes,
again.
it say from my own point of view, teenage pregnancy is as result of poverty and also lack of advice from parents. Charity, they say, begins at home.
Okay. I hope so we better understand what we try for say. And one time we don't get a program viewers, what should we do? We discuss about the relationship between the parents and the picking them. You know, some things and they where parents they can fail for discuss with them picking them. You know, when you know say picking them mature, not afraid for discuss with our mommy and daddy business. They understand. You understand? So pikin and they even if he come na pala una sit down together, you know they discuss with them. You get for do am, you tell them say this age we don't show. If you see you tamper with money, they get belle. This age we don't show, you know, let it get the knowledge of everything
So
about that particular
that
moment
is
day. Like
parental education.
exactly. Parental education. So I believe just like what you would have been talking now, we lack of that particular education that we can't see. Because some household they take and say you yeah picking up for discuss, they can talk the men that the business, yeah picking up for discuss them, which is wrong. You know, they say good education begins at home. You know, not all things they go to picking at school. Some things and they pikin dey learn am from wetin dem see. What wetin dem go write am blackboard don explain to them. So you wey don pass that stage there, you need for call the pikin, discuss with am, tell am, advise am, show am the positive side and the negative side of getting pregnant. You understand? So that particular thing na we lack na we country. But I don't know wetin we get it for most para thing wey I dey try for say so.
Yeah,
Well, actually,
before Much Pana, make I read this message from the comment from Iro. It said, "This is the reason we all need to support President Bio for the implementation of the free and quality education, and as well as giving support to the First Lady for the first time in history of Africa, implementing hand in hands of our girls."
Yeah, is there anything to say about that?
well, actually, you do a bit of sociology, they tell you say socialization it start at the home.
Yeah.
And the educational institutions them in this country, I believe say they do them best. If you watch sex na thing wey for discuss in our own society na taboo.
Yeah.
You understand? According to
Culture.
society, cultural norm.
Yeah.
So for discuss am na taboo.
Yeah.
But once you're afraid for realize, now the way the world dey go, technology don't improve. You understand? If you even not discuss how to begin, you go more say access to internet.
Yeah.
If even you not get phone, sometimes anybody go get phone.
Yeah.
If even anybody not get phone, sometimes when you know the house, you don't know the site where they watch.
Yeah.
You get internet now, you able
The plates and
the
day.
beginning get sense, they're clever now.
Yeah.
You understand this Bluetooth or so generation I will get. You're able they're smart. You understand? Me 7 years old Bobo now they take the remote. It's a bit change all the channel we not even sabi. You understand? You can't tell.
Yeah.
You don't begin get some kind of knowledge in anything in it. The only two way they do engage them. Even our school STEM, sexual health education, it will be part of the curriculum.
Yeah.
You understand? It will be part of the curriculum. If even they make a as a broader subject, if not like under physical health education or health science, if already
Yeah.
where everybody for one. You understand? The advantages and disadvantages of them. You know, but some parents dem prefer like for hide am parent pikin dem. E don happen now, e go get belle. Who go get belle now? The shame, you know, the maybe the pointan, then the social malice they make. The parents go do something wey you no for do.
Yeah.
You understand? Say for go time to quack doctor, for go time to mommy, for go take medicine. Mistake that most people they lost their life.
It must affect them.
So you see, engagement. You understand? Engage the people. Talk to them. You understand? Adolescents and teenagers, people who are that we refer to as Jakilo stage.
Yeah.
You understand? So they want some people the way they go up, they want everything. If you pay and they go afford for them, 16, 17, 18 years, or if you say don't be mature, bless the show and everything, the leader stay.
Yeah.
You understand? So that make we for encourage the government, other partners, let them support girl pikin education. You understand? Let them support girl pikin education and responsibility.
Yeah.
Even as a parent, as a guardian, as an elder in the community, when you see girl pikin, it push, encourage them. For self, hey, this na me well for this na me. That don't know for the encourage because I didn't start.
That the way you say is so true. Because in Africa now they see some people and they born small pikin, or maybe even not even born the pikin, they see big man, they say this na me wife for. Then wait time they car you go see. We all they do we all. But that again, I think tobacco we get for watching too, especially when it comes to girl child, you know. And you they see some mama then they tell the pikin say, go to you man, go ask your man for money, go ask your man for lunch.
Yeah,
you know, those are the things the way they affect you know, and girl child, you know, because if you pikin gets pregnant, you know, in the delay in future than a one, in the increased poverty rate than a two, in the decrease comes to health sector, you know, there's a lot of effect when it comes to childbearing, especially when pikin small, then they lead to premature death. So now that they cause most of the time is when teenagers then they give birth to pikin, then the pikin then they always come deformed or maybe premature pikins then because themselves alone then a child, then a pikin them. And as Salone we they see the age gap of pregnancy is from 13 to 19. And most of them is either they don't born pikin, they get pikin right now, or they're pregnant. You see, so these are the things that we need for educate the youth them, especially the girl child. So we just want to say bravo to we First Lady Fatima Bio for bringing that program winner hands of our girls. So we just pray say that program they will continue, and also a lot of people, especially parents and the communities them, then go able for educate them, picking them, so that way they don't go do this mistake over and over again. Because study don't show say many factors such as poverty, you know, gender inequality, gender-based violence, substance abuse, and also poor access to contraceptive pills, and with the issue with termination of pregnancy. These are the things the way they affect Sierra Leone right now. You they see small pikin don't get belly and say, oh, for let go pull then go do abortion. That pikin they lost in life, and we don't see that there. And a lot of this cause there are a lot of things the way they happen sometimes because of single parents. You see, most people are raised by one part of the family. Either now the mama raised them or the papa now they raise them. So no not get that two combination of education from the mother, from the papa side. So then they make the kids then they go astray. And also some of the parents then too, now then they push them picking them to man because of poverty, because we do not get something where then they embark on, like for example, like not able for send them picking for go into education, or food not there for it, you know, then they force them picking them to man them say, oh, go, you go find food, you now you they provide for this family also today. And we don't see in a place whereby in Sierra Leone in general where they see some woman the way they get 5 girl pickings, that maybe 3 girl picking, you go see that they give a ton. say today na you turn for cook, how that pikin dey go cook wey you no get and chop money no dey? So that means say you dey try for sell am out for make him go out there, make him go get money for let the family, they eat. There's a lot of time whereby maybe first girl pikin, second girl pikin, they say me na me dey take care of me family then. And when you ask her how old are you, maybe 18, 19 years old, now they take care of the entire family them. How you think saying they do am by sell himself out? So now
Exactly.
then think that
Exactly.
so we really
You know,
need for yes, Mr. Cecil.
yeah. In the issue of this pregnancy, this teenage pregnancy, we get for put more blames on the parents them. One,
Yes.
we they feel for to give them proper education. Then two, yes, we know say thinking more at times. Some parents them yes, them poor, but like not try for push you picking at it or encourage them for some business them we say, they interact with people them, especially man them, like then granate. So granate so cheap. So man, you go ask how much granate there. Is it 20,000 or 30,000? It's well no problem. You don't mind if they buy all the granate, you say Sidonaya, no charm the granate. You understand? Or if they give them more than that one day, say let not go sell again, just sell now no more, and they buy everything. Now they think they start. You understand? Now they think they start. You as parents, you got to be careful how you
Right.
raise
Mr.
the
Cecil, we'll get
And
a
that
caller
was
on the
business
phone.
plan. When you don't afford to pick
Mr.
yes,
Cecil, we'll
what
get
you
a
don't
caller on
afford
the
to
phone.
pick Okay.
Hello, caller. Waiting your name and who say they call from? Hello, caller. Waiting your name and who say they call from, please. I believe say the caller they get a little bit of internet issue. So me fumble them as soon as they listen to it. The phone line then they down below can call and I can comment. Um, the caller then on the line. Okay, we lost the caller. So me fumble them. So please, we go really happy if una call the phone line then they down below where una go call and also una can left una comment them so that way they will all go share an idea with everybody. So this not the phone line then. We'll get the WhatsApp line, we'll get UK and the toll free number. Yes, Mr. Cecil, go ahead.
Yeah, like I been say this now, we really need for talk to the parent and the community, different communities them, because some of them parents they are and then they push them picking them to parenting there. Imagine you picking then a house, say this picking know the work, they do business, the I column. Maybe you picking for promote, they tell you guys say I they go to my auntie when are your sister. Then the picking they go. They tell us, send for me. Oh, what do they push them? Also, if you say that picking they go play, they go send for. Also, if you say that I work, they go work. So, what sense is if we use, you tie yourself, you tangle yourself, you put yourself in danger, and that picking they not get sense. Yes, it at the junction it. I can always say when somebody that 18, 19, 20, 21, it at the junction. That junction and I they determine them for let it will be successful or for let it will become a failure in life. You understand? That particular moment if you not get somebody where they cancel them, where they talk to them, advise them, give correct advice, believe the problem. Even not only the girl picking anymore, even the boy picking himself. And that make if you see some picking wayward doing within that age day, where it just they come inside that 17, 18, 19. But that 10 day, even the boy picking they say they can stubborn at horse, they feel said they don't big, they afraid for fitai person, they afraid for talk to a big person anyhow. The same way as the girl picking them. So we want to encourage the parents them in that particular side when you picking only matured, call them, they do them, talk to them. Even if you mistakenly go for shots, not push them away. When you push them, you're worsening the situation. You understand? When you push them, well, you know hamburger and done. Who's every Saturday they go? You know, so like I be
Yeah.
understand something.
Hello?
As somebody call,
We
yeah.
get a caller on the line. Hello, caller. Waiting on your name and who say they call from?
They call and
Yes,
let
they
come on.
send this link to me, but I still call this number for let them join me at the group.
Yeah, so you already then at the group. So waiting on your name and who say they call from?
Okay, my name is they call from Shayu Drive.
Okay, so waiting on you intake to teenage pregnancy. Yeah,
So
we
like,
call her please. You go
where
please
I
turn your
just,
phone down.
hello?
You go still mute your phone, please. You go turn your phone volume down
Yes, I
because we can
just
hear the voice
come
of
at
the
the group,
background.
not the program. I don't know much about it.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I will continue listening here. The topic will say, what are the main causes of teenage pregnancy in Sierra Leone? Wetin dey lead to where pikin can get belle at early age? Yeah, and the topic this what they discuss. So if you have got any contribution for this topic here, you can give contribution here.
Okay, so we new people that way they watch we. I just want to say thank you to Miss Rugia too for watching we, and also thanks to me and to me auntie Aminata for watching us today. So when I way they watch we just want to say plenty thank you for when they watch this show ya so today, and when I way the comment as well, we really appreciate una. And please we go like for make una go share this video, share na your group, na your WhatsApp group, or na your Facebook, so that way the other people themselves go get a piece of this. So Mr. Sisi, we don't talk about education for teenage pregnancy, say because of the youth them lack of sexual education, and also we don't talk about the parents them. So what about peer pressure? What about some of them? Not so some of them, the parent they encourage them very high for learning go to school, but then pardon them the people where they mingle, whether they mingle themselves with, they make them they carry away. So what do you think about peer pressure?
Well, let me guess. Just comment on that one day. Let me get from
Well, actually, yes, you're right. Peer pressure na significant thing. It contributes greatly to teenage pregnancy in this part of the world. But like I earlier say, the lack of education, you understand? Because if like sexual health education, they introduce at the schools them to both the boys and the girls, they don't understand. Say, hey, guys, with you with so age, you don't begin some big woman now, you understand? You don't begin get your flow or your menses, monthly menses, you don't begin siam. You get for be careful. You do this, you dey get belly. Therefore, make a known to them. You understand? So, themselves therefore understand. They say when you are help somebody, let him know, you understand, about the team. One waiting that the benefits, you understand, and the advantage and disadvantage of something. You need to teach the person. You don't understand it. You get a understanding, basic understanding about the thing. So you're able to avoid that. So picking the way no, where you tell us no more. No do how it say bad or not they say. They say I don't do this. Lad one ba. That's what it's me commodity. You understand? Because you know the aftermath of farm. You know the outcome. So sexual health education is a key waiting for introducing at the school system. And I've made for understand say Plan International with other NGOs them, you understand, and they advocate to the Ministry of Basic and Senior Secondary School Education for let introduce them at a junior school to senior secondary school. It's very much paramount. You understand? We no need for either. It happen. Whether when you hide them, say then they do one. You understand? So you no need for either. Those days where like society they flat out so many things now.
Yeah.
You know the first time we dey see plenty things they will say na taboo. You understand? Now a easy thing.
A common thing, yeah.
A common thing.
Yeah.
So the transformation, you understand? This is not the 21st century. Things then they will transform.
Alright.
Yeah.
People
Get
that
a
idea
caller
they
on the
open.
phone.
You understand? Add all the
Yeah.
open.
What's the color?
We'll get a caller on the line. Hello, caller. Waiting your name and who side the call from?
Hello there. My name is Colin Artipius. I call from United Kingdom.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much for calling, sir. So waiting your own input to teenage pregnancy.
Okay, I don't listen to a few people that we don't give them your points, so I don't want to deliberate on that area there. But I'm not quite sure before I tune in if anyone you don't talk about this poverty. It drives some of them picking them, things them from get money. It's funny though when young people they come up, you want to forget Brazilian wig, you want to forget the latest designer, get all them thing and they
The Mille.
waiting and can try for do well, forget the money. And one of the easiest one for everybody. Now demand them take advantage of the situation. So most of them, so now a baby man, they married man, so now man be very influential and all thing and they take advantage, get and small, they go by. Those are things we prevalent now and count, but not only Sierra Leone. But now another thing I want to say, contraceptive in Sierra Leone, they sell them on the can get them free. If they can get them free, then for encourage them. We don't want to deprive them of their enjoyment. They want to have. Yes, but when pregnancy becoming high, they have to be very mindful of that. In the spreading career, it can unblock them completely, and some can abortion will lead to complication. You know, so thing what they advocate for now, if they're able to make available free contraceptive, to be condom, it can be the pills they them for take. Those are things we at least if they don't educate you in them, inculcate this thing into them. You have to use preventive. And then young one themselves, we want for the going to 19 they are not going to encourage them for getting to an age where you know say yes you can or bring up picking if you accidentally get pregnant, but not the young age where na problem you go put on the picking in a life. It's really pathetic. People who know me in police, I'm sorry, I should have introduced myself properly. I never year for shoot film. I just want to go shoot film for our sell to Netflix. So anytime I go Salone, I see them small people they will be to themselves. That's me. Why? For becoming a man who's so disciplined, suddenly I can give them money. I say go buy with you. I go come on me hotel or come on me or what's not. But man, they now will not like me. Will look they will not take advantage. They not be seen. Then give something 1 million leons and that's it. So those are things where they for even let the people they know say they have to respect themselves. So man and they then a dog, they not go for that, they not get intention. But when the picking alone for themselves, I demand them. Come on, we're human, we're not impeccable. I can stand that temptation because I'm well disciplined. You know? So those are all compounding factors. So in a nutshell, I will just get to somebody, let the picking and be careful. Let them know they're going to spend themselves for money. There are money, look for job. If job not itself, spend a decent way for get money, but not for the go yourself at men. You know, then if the government can help with it, effective, yeah, that's my contribution. Thank you.
Right. Thank you so much for your question. You know, just like how we come say, you know, and say some of the picking then and then they throw it them to demand them. So they want for buy, you know, like a wig or they want for buy something. So waiting out on eyes, you know, for woman them, you know, especially the youth them or the young teenagers, then waiting on advice for women the way they throw themselves to man because of the one buy some things them. So waiting on our advice to Dandy. And una can please fix
And
the light.
first, first and foremost, let it's to the caller. Let her respond to the caller. We try for talk about contraceptives. You understand? And other preventive measures. And yes, that's a very good suggestion. But I get my personal reservation. You they prevent pregnancy with contraceptive using contraceptives, right? But you know we prevent what we call STI or STDs. You understand? We all know
Of
the
course.
infectious disease now where they go around. You understand? If you don't prevent pregnancy, you go do mommy and daddy business, skin to skin, win a pikin. You understand? Then you get belly. Okay, so you not get belly because of what you prevent. But you go take sick day. It can be HIV, syphilis, or any other sick. You understand? Where the health condition will become somehow deteriorating. You understand? Will even kill you. So
Yeah.
I'm not just say contraceptive na ideal measure for take. You understand? In terms of let's say discouraging teenage pregnancy. The pikin no already belle. You understand? Because of what it on contraceptive. But the possibility there for let you get sick. You understand? Through your
Yes.
sex with you. You understand? So me sometimes I get my personal reservation for let you go to the say go get captain ban, you go get this because you don't know so you don't begin mommy and daddy business. What about you go get captain ban? Then the worst way you dey afraid for prevent am from still no born early. Okay, no born. But wetin you go get HIV or any other infectious disease wey you go able discourage that pikin in health condition. You understand it for life. Then if the pikin no can aware say e get am, e dey able transfer am. You understand? Wey from one now to others, you understand? Wey e go be a societal malaise, then it go be problem back na the country. Because healthy citizens na dem dey make a healthy state. You understand? Where they say this country
Yes.
e get future na the youth dem. So if you don't go prevent the young girl pikin dem, okay, they all don't get captain ban or whatever for
take advantage now.
Then they take advantage.
Yes.
You understand? Say me Alex for sex, I no dey get belle.
Yeah.
And where you don't know say if it's sex, you no get belle, you not going to prevent. You understand? I mean, you're not going to use condom or whatever. You're not going to be careful. You just go to the man. You understand? So it's still there at least. The issue here is sexual education. I think now for me paramount. Engage you get picking. Even at school, they get the female teachers them. You understand? Get the tete-a-tete. The female students them. You understand? Talk with them. You get a small sister now. You know big lady. Engage them. But I still don't talk. Woman talk. You understand? Sometimes you know we discuss out in brother or in daddy. But you know the mama, we still don't talk. You not talk like woman. Any difficulty or anything we understand, explain them. Tell them the reality. You don't need to fight them. You understand?
Yes.
Because at the end of the day, I don't what see you be afraid for letting happen with the item pan. And
The worst stuff go happen.
and the worst happen.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. So now then they make we get two of you viewers that will comment, and we also get a call on the line. Hello, caller. What's your name? And who say the call from?
Yeah, my name is Sulaiman. I dey call from Calvato.
All right, Mr. Suleiman. So, what are your inputs to teenage pregnancy? What do you think say they cause teenage pregnancy in Sierra Leone?
Well, me particular if I dey watch I dey look at the two ways say the parents they contribute, likewise the pikin of itself back they contribute. If I can say like the parents your side, if you don't pikin by yours, you don't under care, now you dey feed them, child around, do everything for them. I believe if you take for comot, get for the auditing way of dressing, the dress code. And because of some of them picking the manner at which they dress, whether they come on our house, and not be somehow decent. And we man towards the opposite sex, we weak. Because if the king come on our house and then get them closing in our way to the regular, then close the way they stretch, then get the names the way they call them close and they we be like now small picking way where anyhow you look at them, it attractive to you the man. So he as parents, you picking in the dress code first, you always get for be conscious of that. How you picking the dress for common as streets. Then then secondly, then the picking your side, they say and say now this fashion business way they're only into, because now they only look way out for get money and for compete with them company in that fashion business, buy expensive clothes or expensive phone. And if you get the picking the way they're not able to afford, then can't see and they for you, obvious just for engage permanent business. And we demanding now, we need to look out for somebody who will say, like, say, matured somebody only above 18 years of age. Because of we no one going for somebody who say we go spend much back. Because like rent beginning so if you do time into a relationship, you don't get much for the offer. Some of them beginning they come around you, so you put 100,000, 200,000 you get. It's okay as long as you go able to use that, so they go buy 1, 2, 3 things then. We so likewise that somebody we don't there above that let's say from 25 now, you not go to time into relationships until you take 100 or 200,000 self, you get to them.
Yeah.
And like we demand, we get one slogan where we can always say, okay, say picking for be picking. And picking by no the fly can at all. You understand? So if you say you not picking, then you see say never mind, that's what this man go offer me. But let no say me not picking. I will say you don't do yourself good. But if you look at him say no because of this man, because of what you get for the offer me. So if you say you want me, I do not get any objection I get for me because I know say anything way I need for mom, it go for me. Now that is the problem is. You don't see.
Thank you.
This.
Yes.
So like how many talk you watch on the both way, the parents and the beginner, then I believe say that they are the cause of all them teenage pregnancy and because I don't put much blame to the man there. You don't see, I need to put too much blame. The reason I don't put too much blame to the man there, because if me see you picking a street, I tell you say I want you, that you yourself know, oh man, you're a big man out there, go for image group. I believe say you don't. The next one, I know if you attempt that again. You don't see.
Okay.
So like I said, the problem they both try the parents and the picking them. So that's my contribution and thank you very much.
All right. Thank you so much. So Mr. Cecil and we guess Mr. Leby. So what you wanna think about we caller in your input?
The comments first, or let I just go. Okay, you can go ahead. Like you the privilege. You as a guest.
Well. Actually, the contribution nice, but in every society, we always the think and say, or we get the belief say, the man always at the advantage.
Yes.
Wise the pikin go dey at the disadvantage part of things, because plenty man and money in the use. You understand? And we all know naturally women are people vulnerable. You understand? So we the man and kids for take a chance because of the vulnerability for get anything, any affair with them. You understand?
Access to them,
Yes. Most times, when it comes to teenage pregnancy, the pikin dey involved or the bobo dey involved with the belle, you see say either bike riders, you understand? Plenty bike riders
just for
now.
common thing, no
Just for common thing.
yeah.
Well,
See, I get somebody who they can
exactly,
pick me
they
up.
can pick me up.
Yeah, they
Go left me and school.
Yeah, and then they clear.
You
Yes.
understand?
Yeah.
Take the pikin, get a lift. So say the distance you say for pay 5,000. The bike bobo, you can't take an morning. You go left at school. You not pay that in 5,000. We go left at then you get a lunch of 5,000 by going pay in a gap.
Exactly.
Now 2,000 in the gap. So that alone, you understand? Now a factor. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then way you ready for off mark, the bike man can't come. You never go to the house like to and you go do what they do.
Yeah.
So I don't feel say like forecast the blame to the pikin them. You understand? Because now teenagers they don't get that much sense. So you see.
So like
So now we don't talk about mostly we don't talk about mostly about the cause of the teenage pregnancy. So what you wanna think say how una think say the parent them and children them as well they able for prevent teenage pregnancy. So how una think say them go able for presenter? And before una answer to that, we get a caller on the line. Hello, caller. What's your name and who say they call from?
Hi, Fatty. This is Andy. This is Janet Matamuka.
Yes.
I'm
Hello,
calling from
Mommy
London.
Janet.
yeah, Madam
Yes,
Janet.
thank you so much
Yes, so
for calling.
yeah.
Yes,
You
ma'am.
know, first of
How
all,
are
I
you?
just make a say, teenage sleeping with a teenager at Sierra Leone or any African country, nah, a crime. First of all, because Sierra Leone, the age of majority na 21. So any other young boy the way they describe how they kill in a small thing, now offense and you can use an arrestable offense. Let me say you groom a child, you know. But again, we culture not put premium on the age check. You know what I mean? We culture allow people for married way over 13, 14, even though the law say it's an offense. You know, but there's still a career for the traditional laws and they where they exist alongside the other law. You know, but I don't go to some of the causes them. I don't face a lot of stuff I don't put, you know, of course not poverty. And then away from this poverty side, I want to come away from that poverty the small. But say when we did high school, you don't begin get boyfriend when you did high school. You know, you get pressure from them to boyfriend, yeah, but do what you're not supposed to do. You know, so some of that, nothing, you're not supposed to do with money, and just pure love. You love this boyfriend, you want to use them, you know, you don't want to lose your boyfriend, so he cooks you for do something you're not supposed to do. And then the biggest lie whenever we have to lie the way we young. And you say, not want to know more, that's not what happen. You know, so a lot of girls a lot of girls and they were you know what kind of talk as soon as they like to that guy. The national they have for you.
Why they refer to me?
You're talking about. I got to take an example.
Yeah. But I'm not refer to me like the same.
No. Example. Not vex. You know, a lot of issues and then when they bring the belly business at teenage. Yeah. Even out here, you'll be surprised though. Even in the Western world, teenage pregnancy is right. You know, what's in the world 13, 14, 15, 16, and then they're not their boyfriend, you know, and not to say that they are so no time poverty way Africa again. So again, in America, I want shift away from the poverty mode. Poverty in a developing country, yes. In the Western world, I feel saying against not so much parental control. Maybe you know, go lead the mama they go walk. You know, she can by himself. You get one corner. You know, and all of these things. So many things involved. You know, but then the question is, Can we ever stop teenage pregnancy? The answer will say no. No matter nobody don't like. But let's minimize them. You pay attention to women. All
Yes.
right, people.
All right.
Any question for
Thank you
me?
so much. Yeah,
Thank
a
you very
question where I get for you, Madam Janet, is what do you think
Yes.
how you feel say them go able for prevent teenage pregnancy or maybe minimize them. So what do you think say people in need for put in place?
Yes. Well, okay. Like you get married so people.
Mm-hmm.
A young girls they like for good for contraceptive. You know,
Mm-hmm.
and then the other thing again is the bobon and self can try to make effort to buy condom. Then second go
Mm-hmm.
marry stops to give them free condom. And again,
Mm-hmm.
hospital for make this a priority, for make sure say young people in town for advice, and then yeah, some of the Western world, you get a 1 day pill where they give you if you get intercourse session first 12 hours, you can link that pill day for prevent any pregnancy, blah blah blah. You know. So all these are all the safeguards already put in place. But then the thing is, because of a culture, a lot of people and go not go one people that can place today. For go
Mm-hmm.
seek advice, for your mama there, they deploy, and make sure you
Mm-hmm.
hide, but they make an open, and then again the argument is if they make an open, then the teenage picking will just be abused. The man will just tell her
Mm-hmm.
then 50% anyhow they want. After all, what I mean, then gets contraceptive
Yeah.
in place. So it's a difficult situation. A difficult situation.
Yes. That is so
Wow. Thank you very
Madam
much.
Janet,
Yeah.
so wetin now you ask what you get to the parent them and so an advice
Yes,
to the pikin them as well. So wetin na the advice wey you
yes.
get?
Well, me, I'm a mother. I get my daughters and I am two daughters them. By the time when they turn 15, 16, I was 14, 15, we want to don't begin talk. I'm not going to be with you when you go through. You dey get carry them on all the go through or the hangout, this and that. But please, these are the things that you need to do. If anything happen to you, let me be the first person to know. And then but luckily though, because I be open up to them, I speak to them
Mm-hmm.
openly. I think they always just like mind say, I don't want to, I don't want to disappoint my mama. I want to do my best.
Mm-hmm.
I want to try my
Mm-hmm.
best to stay out of that I
Mm-hmm.
don't school. When you person on down school now, you don't pass 16, you go college. Some of those things we really can't get too involved because you can only keep advising, but to combine them, open
Mm-hmm.
conversation, put your pikin down and tell them, waiting to
Mm-hmm.
come out where you get sex. Period. Because Fatih, I don't
Mm-hmm.
always make this joke. I was 20 years old while they go born pikin, and not be no start pikin to come out. And I'm being honest, I'm pikin and all laughing and tired. But I'm not being no nothing but
Yeah,
sex business,
exactly.
no nothing but pikin, becoming mama and papa,
Mm-hmm.
and then guys talking, and then get on mama. Not possible.
Oh yes,
So
that is
open
so
conversation,
true.
Fatih.
Yeah,
Mm,
now one of
mm.
them thing and then they where all African parents then lack of all African parents
Yes,
lack of that.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All
Thank
right.
you very
Thank
much.
you so much,
You don't land there.
Madam Janet.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
thank you so
All right.
much.
Yeah.
Let's do it
Yeah,
again.
and
All right.
Right now, yeah, it's still on the line. Now, Effie,
mm,
we dey talk about
yeah,
wetin go bring the solution now for
yeah. Before
minimize
we
this
talk
thing here.
about the solution and the prevention, I just want to read some of the comments them. Then we go jump to the discussion
Okay.
of how we go able to prevent them in there. So, we get a comment from Maudu. They say, in my own opinion, two reasons can influence girl child: peer pressure and adequate support from parents. And also, recent, they say peer pressure and lack of education to use preventive measures, such as pill. And also, Madam Janet, they say a girl is in a better position to explain this. But unfortunately, not only Madam Janet, na the only way don't call. So yes, we really want for make the woman then safe, and even you when a female where they watch we go really let for una comment and make una call, so that way they will go share una own ideas with we, just like how Madam Janet's comments na the forum. And also Madam Janet sent a key fact of the things the way they go on in teenage pregnancy. It says 12 billion girls aged 15 and 12 year and less. So and they tell we the amount of the pikin them where they get pregnant every year. So when I can go ahead and take a look at that. And also I think that then at the last comment what we get, and I just want to say thank you to Madam Josephine for just join we for watch we. We want to say thank you to una the viewers them, and please go like for make una call here from una. Yes, back to Mr. Cecil and Mr. Leby. So what you una think saying that the prevention where
Yeah.
people they need for put in place?
Yes, I believe say we dey come to the conclusion now of this discussion. Now we dey
Yes.
talk about solution. Now
Mm-hmm.
we dey focus on the parents them, like wetin Mr. Leby be dey talk just now. We dey talk about the education wey the parents them for the give them picking them. I don't see somebody telling pikin say Modu, no lay down for man o. You understand? Say no lay down for man o. Any man smell lay down for no lay down for am. Later now the pikin angry belle. We ask the pikin that you go lay down for man. He say no, I no lay down for man o. Na tinap a tinap. You know no, exactly. Tell her what the thing. No put her in parable.
Yes.
When you put her in
Oh, yeah.
parable, that pikin understand what you mean. Tell am say no get sex with man o. We get sex with man, and so dey happen to you because you know no for man o. You know, talk the talk directly where the pikin self go understand. Send them a language where you understand, not talking parable. So like the parents them they get a lot for do for combat this particular issue here. Yes, the pikin them like what they say, we not go blame them. Most of we pass that side, even we as man them, we pass their side and they. Then they come, they tell you something, what then say we not they go see. Like I watch one video then this year, we then Nigeria I call and skit them. He tell the pikin say let no man not touch you. Then the pikin say, hey me, the guy the moku.
I think say I listen that. He say he touch me. Now your mama go take cutlass for the man. Now he ask outside touch me in my
Exactly.
head.
So you see, the communication not pass. Communication, when I say for communicate, now when you pass a message, you understand what you pass, the person in pass and to yourself understand, able to transmit the message. You understand? Eh? So this now is the way how communication the work up. Not talking parable, self explain to the pikin, give the correct lesson, make you understand exactly what thing gets to happen. So this will be me contribution for tonight. I don't know what thing we guest gets now at the studio for me.
All right, Mr.
Thank you very much,
Leby.
Mr. Kamara. And actually, the contribution to the solution, just like which have been done in Salone, we all get role for play. You understand? And basically, socialization it starts from the family setting. You understand? From the family, you go to the learning institution. We self as individual, we get role for play because you must be in a community. When you dey in the community, you self must contribute towards the growth of that community. Day, you understand? Girl the way they if like you able to talk to the girl directly, you could talk to a mama, sometimes mama not get the understanding, or in somebody close to our own elder sister. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Engagement, continuous engagement. Even the school
Mm-hmm.
step, sexual health education, it will
Yes.
be a
Very
priority for
important.
the curriculum.
Yeah.
They're not for
Mm-hmm.
either. You understand? Not to see with the eye. Let we not make sex as a taboo. You understand? I died. At the end of the day, it gets a negative impact towards the community. You understand? The society will find itself. And when it affects the community or the society negatively, it affects the family. You understand? One way or the other, we are all connected. It affects we all. You understand? So the best thing we all just get for contribute. We get for put hands together, we put hands on deck. You understand? If we not go say we will eradicate them totally, but for minimize them, I think say government for encourage organizations like Plan International, other organizations then for say they
Use
able
them for boosting.
develop a proper curriculum for sexual health education at the schools then. You understand? You know, we do a primary school, so you know we don't have primary school, but at least secondary school, like from D or senior secondary school, then you need for know.
Yeah.
You need for tell them the fact. You understand? But
Mm-hmm.
let imagination or the thoughts, you understand, we get the myths and misconceptions then we connected to sex. You understand? But if you don't tell the pikin the reality at that stage, 12, 13, 14, 15 years, you don't know say if I do this, not this, if I do this, not that. Me personally, you know, they in favor of Captain Ban, you understand, contraceptive for promoter. You understand? I
Yeah.
totally
And then those things
not
too. Yeah, I don't want
if you
for
don't
coming, Mr. Lebe. Yeah, like those things the way you say, they put itself contraceptive pill in the little a lot of complication too during pregnancy time. Like
exactly.
if you don't
So
decide say you want
medically,
picking, sometimes they destroy your room, sometimes they make you gain weight, and they make a
exactly.
lot of women and gain a
Yeah.
lot of weight. In that all those things back again, they affect,
Yeah.
they get their own after effect actually.
Yes. Yes. Instead of promoting the use of contraceptive, why not promote the use of condom? You understand? Condom three, they get them free. You understand? The use of condom, I think now we for preach amongst the young people. If you don't do, if you don't start making that business, no way for you will stop them. So the best thing, talk to them, encourage them, let use condom. And because
Mm-hmm.
condom they will prevent them from pregnancy, from STIs and STDs and other sexual infections there. You understand?
Yeah.
We go able guide them to from or protect them from sickness there.
Yeah.
Then
Mm-hmm.
you say promote contraceptive use in school step, you know, among young girls, adolescents or teenage girls.
No.
Then the me
Mm-hmm.
They
are they
encourage
totally
themselves for
they
making
against
things some
exactly let them
plenty, yeah, into
actively.
plenty. Yeah.
So you see, so far so good. I think if they give me own contribution towards the
Mm-hmm.
solution, that I get for stay.
All right. Thank you so much. We guess so fumble them. We just want to say thank you, Mr. Levy, for joining with today. And we'll all say you go come for this in a while. And I just want to read the comment there, man, before the show the end. So we get a comment from Aisha say lack of parental care for most of the work class mother can contribute to teenage pregnancy. So these are things that we talk about, Madam Aisha. Thank you so much for comment. And also Madam Janet they say now we culture no they allow open conversation of sex, which is so true, Madam Janet. Thanks for your comments. And also, we get a comment from John. John said the perception of the community members why teenage girls become pregnant cover a wide variety of factors. There are leading reasons are poverty of parents, of foster parents, the attitude of girls to emulate their peers, and lack of parental control. Thank you so much, Mr. John, for that wonderful comment. And also, Madam Janet, they say yes, sex education very important. Now the school. And also, John, the text again say, what caused teenage pregnancy? Question: lack of information about sexual and reproductive health and right, adequate access to the services. Thank you so much, Mr. John, for that wonderful comment. And also, Madam Janet, they say condom na contraceptive. It's not contraceptive because anything where they prevent pregnancy
Yeah.
contraceptive. So yes, and they say birth control not bad. Family planning can help. So now, Madam Dion comment Nande. And we also get comment from Aisha again say, a girl was abandoned by her
Yeah,
father
guess
for
what?
having sex at early age. The girl said she doesn't know which means did her parents give birth to her. That is different from sex. And also, Mr. John they say there's evidence that the highest teenage pregnancy rate is fuller. Is fuller by the diverse set of drivers, including lack of information, knowledge, and parental advice. So this now the comment from we viewers them. Just want for say a plenty thank you. They go to now we comment and thank you. We hope say the one the way they watch we them back go able for read and then go learn from una comments them. And the one the way they watch we, you guys are amazing. We just want for say thank you now plenty thank you now join with today. And we hope say we go able for join we back when we come on this show yeah. So today my own take on this topic is, things the way they affect Sierra Leone as we know say na poverty. But sometimes not only poverty, with the parents that they contribute to them and also the teenagers then they contribute to teenage pregnancy as well. Like for example, if your parents poor not able for provide for you and you the pikin them you the pikin you see say you comping get you want wetin you comping get or you dey envy you compare one way or the other, then that they can make most of the teenagers then they involve, because the one man way they give them money, so that way they then go able forget things that wait them, no, not they able forgive them. I will not say poverty in Africa, nothing we always done there from time to time. But if the parents and the pikin then and they come together, where they involve communication, which is very, very crucial in our daily life. Communication is very, very important. For we as an African, it's like talking about sex is a taboo. Sex education is taboo. No matter what part of Africa country you come up from, taboo. Sex education are a taboo whereby parents not they able for educate them, picking them about sex. For the picking them about sex is very important because if you not picking them in a house, they get that information and then a street. And nowadays the way how social media they a lot of picking them get access to social media and also then peer the company the way they all they go school where they go put peer pressure on them who go make them things them when no want. And also we'll get to a question where we'll put around and where people answer. So we get 65% say yes and 45% say no. As a parent, would you talk to your teenager about sex? So 45% say no, 65% say yes. So these are the things that we say, if we're scared for talk to we picking them sex,
Yeah.
in the lead them in a long run, in they affect them. And when that thing they also come back, you as a parent again, and they affect you as well. Because instead of you cater for one person, now you get for cater for two people then. What about before you not be able for cater for one person and now you begin not go get belay and don't bring another body back to your house. So then they go bring come a problem, and at this thing they also they make poverty rates they increase in Africa, because we need to try for prevent them, like educate
Exactly.
in them. Yes, and also have sexual education now the schools them. So when I do research, the things the way say what they affect teenage pregnancy. Number one is lack of positive family interaction. And then the other one is lack of positive parent and child communication, just like how we don't say. And the mother was a teenage parent. Let me say, if you mama be get belle way in be small, so the possibility for you as the pikin for make you back follow that road, that footstep there, and very very high. And also lack
Yeah.
of educational level, because most of the time sometimes maybe we parents them no not go school that much, so no not get that too much experience for teach them picking them as well. And as soon as they see
Yeah.
the stuff then they na the screen are go able for read the additional risk factor, including being a single mother, living in a home with frequent family conflict, early sexual activities, early use of alcohol, drugs, and low self-esteem. So these are the factors them where they affect teenage pregnancy them. Now the whole world, it no matter say whether na Sierra Leone you dey, but these are the things the way they happen in the old wide world. And also, I want to talk a little bit
Okay.
about the risk factors them. Huh? You want come in?
Now for okay, I've said don't know now one for let me guess say in final word, but like go ahead. Let you round up.
Yes. Yeah, and then I want to talk about the risk factors them where they involve teenage pregnancy. Number one, we they live in poverty. Two, limit continental educational achievement, whereby if you begin get pregnant at a teenage age, for making achieving education in very slim, because like we know before in Africa, once you get belle, you know they go back to school. So which is very, very slim. And early childbearing may result in poor health outcomes and may be threatening to the country economic, just as soon as they see too much pikin them, they get involved with the country economic. Now it makes Salone still the poor, because people are not able to cater for the pikin their way then they born. So we really get for try for prevent them
Yeah.
method. Mr. Cecil, you dey laugh. That's
Yeah.
because if you not get
Okay. I
joyful
just
for provide for you want say something.
yes, guy. I just say
Oh yeah. Because if you're not able for provide for yourself, then you go get pikin, then they all they increase to the economic, what they make, what they bring come a lot of poverty in our society. And my last take to this is how to prevent teenage pregnancy. Number one said developing a communicate it said develop a community based support to utilize school, sex, and education. So just like how we guess we don't say Mr. Levy, we don't say in saying go be very nice if the school them then they allow sex education. Now the classroom go be more important, whereby you go learn the sexual education from your parents, and you also they learn that na school, where the school go teach you how for prevent, and your parents go educate you wetin na the risk factors them where you get and where you become pregnant. And also providing counseling. I know say Africa no get counseling, but if Salone they try for make then get people where they do consultation and counseling at Sierra Leone, and go be very very important, and it go improve, it go be a very good improvement to the youth them as well. So me family them wanna thank you for watch with we today. Mr. Cecil, you get anything for say?
well, I want to encourage the guests. Let give you a final word. And from there, we'll see how Mr. the coming side and therefore wrap up. Waiting will be final word for today's program.
Um, uh, Thank you very much, Voice of Salone, to you, Mr. Kamau, the General Manager of Salone, and also the partners and the CEO with the overseas. Thank you very much for the opportunity. It was a very nice topic. The discussion, I believe, it be also nice, and they look up to more discussions and more topics we can discuss and sensitize people on various issues that affect society. Till then, I say thank you all.
Okay, thank you very
Right.
much, Mr. Ahmad Ledi. We join with today. And for una we they around, una they view the video. One thing, encourage you make una self share the video. This might help other people. One day we know fortunate for look and live. If you share them, it will help other people. Them will know because some things and they where people and they into problem they never even get solution. But what you don't discuss now, somebody will get same problem like this, and they able to reason out and therefore see how we able to bring solution to them problem there. So myself one for tell una we comment one for tell una plenty thank you. Una will view una will be the call. We tell una plenty thank you and we hope say una will join we in the subsequent programs then will be bring them to una every week by the grace of God. I want to say bye bye and until we see again another time.
All right, me family, Muna. Thank you for where we not join with today, and the one that we comment, the one that we watch real life. We just want to say thank you, and we hope so we not go share this video so that way they go benefit other people. And me when they talk to una mina Fatmata, and this show you so now what would you do? And they come directly to una from VOS, which is Voice of Salone Television. Thank you guys so much. Hope for see una next time. Tata.